Well, howdy there, folks. James, politicalfriar.com, coming to you again. I got my University of Oregon hat on, so we're going to be talking politics today in my sort of self-hating way. We're going to return to the Republican primary for president because there's news. There's pretty big news that might otherwise fly under the radar for those of you who are maybe wisely not paying attention because Donald Trump is almost certainly to win. But let's imagine for a moment that Donald Trump isn't the winner. Then today will have mattered because today Nikki Haley received the endorsement of Charles Koch and his political network. Americans for Prosperity Action is the political network's name, which is great. APFA Action. It seems to be the preferred way to say that out loud. I don't know. Names are funny things. The moral of this story is that Charles Koch and his deceased brother are traditional conservatives. They are conservatives out of the George H.W. Bush, Ronald Reagan mold. And that is to say that they are internationalists. They believe that the United States has a role to play in the world. They are free marketeers, which is to say that if the government doesn't have to get involved, it shouldn't. And they are free traders, which means that they are not interested in erecting trade barriers or having trade wars or tariff fights. They're not tariff guys. And so fundamentally, they were never going to be Trump people. Actually, the money that this AFPA action has spent this year has been entirely in anti-Trump TV ads, about $9 million of TV ads and mailers and other things just trashing Trump. So this endorsement, it matters because it comes with two big things. One, it comes with $70 million war chest. At least that was what they raised in the first half of this year. It's probably bigger than that. And it comes with a political network, which has been growing since the 2012 election. See, the Koch brothers decided early that they needed to have their own ground game to have influence in Republican politics. They really are a primary machine. Yes, they contribute a ton to the general election, but what they want to have is the influence in who gets elected in the primaries. And to that end, they have created 50 state network of field operations. They got door knockers and phone callers in every state. And this is incredibly important for Nikki Haley because that's the one thing that she most emphatically does not have. She does not have a field operation of any note, at least not compared to the ones that DeSantis and Trump have put together in Iowa in particular, but elsewhere as well. And so if she can rely on the Koch network to provide backfill for those things, door knockers, phone callers, people to attend rallies, caucus campuses in Iowa, then that could be very helpful for her. If she continues to gain in the polls, she could start seeing more traction as her message gets a much larger bullhorn. So really good news for Haley to get that because it fills in a real weakness in her campaign. Really bad news for DeSantis. This is a huge blow for him because, like I said, the Koch brothers were always going to endorse one of those two, or at least as long as Tim Scott and Mike Pence and others didn't get traction, which they weren't. And so this was probably the biggest endorsement out there for both DeSantis and Haley, and that Haley landed it is a real blow to the DeSantis campaign. So Haley's general trend upwards and DeSantis's general trend downwards is likely to continue. The Haley campaign message of the more people get to know Nikki Haley, the more they like her, and the more people get to know Ron DeSantis, the more they don't like him. It rings true. Sorry, guys. It's just one of those things where Ron is maybe not the best retail politician at this point, but he's 46 and he could get better. But his message of hard right policies delivered with a academic and impersonal style is not attractive yet. The people who want the hard right policies, they're going to go with the entertaining Trump, and the people who don't want the hard right policies aren't going to like him. So he's really managed to be neither Trump nor a right on policies, and so I think he doesn't have any path at this point, and I think that's why the Koch brothers put their, or the one surviving Koch brother, put their money where their mouth was. And so, Nikki Haley, congrats. You're going to have more than enough fuel to get through till South Carolina at least, and probably till Super Tuesday at that. And if Trump stumbles, which again, 91 indictments, it's not impossible, you may very well be in the correct position to pick it up. Now, Trump's not going to stumble. We're going to have to get in there and vote him out of office, sadly, by voting for the Democrat, regardless of who the Democrat is. It's just what's going to have to happen if you value the things that I find to be kind of fundamental American values, like not trying to steal elections that you lost. Anyway, it's just a thought. Let me know how wrong I am in the comments down below. Give this video a like. Hit that subscribe button. Really would appreciate those subscribers so that you get the chance to get these as they come out. Anyway, I appreciate it. Thanks.